There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you found him.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
Good evening and welcome back to Ghost
Frickin'
Talking. That's right, Ghost Frickin' Talking, your paranormal podcast that anybody can enjoy, right? Anybody? Or just
probably not anybody.
Yeah.
I'd say keep the kids away.
Teachers out there, if you guys want to, give off some good lessons in your grade school about podcasting, run this podcast. Right?
Or don't,
whatever. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have reached the Paranormal Podcast here on Ghost Freaking Talking. You can find us on YouTube.
You can.
So if you guys want to go check us out on YouTube, you can see our beautiful faces. Yeah, look at that. My beautiful face, her gorgeous face. But yeah, you guys can find us on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe there and hit that notification bell for when new videos come out. I actually dropped a video of a spirit box session that I did years ago the other day. And basically that spirit box session was asking this Ouija board that wasn't allowed to open in the house because of my ex.
Yep.
I asked it, do you know what this is? And it says, get it out or get out. So,
didn't like it.
Yeah, so I couldn't, when I was redoing the video, I was like, so is it something in the box saying get out, like get me out of the box, or was it the spirit inside the house saying get it out?
I don't know. It could go either way.
But anyway, my name is Nick. I am your humble host.
And I am Newsroom Nessie.
Newsroom Nessie out of the newsroom. We are missing Trent again.
We are.
Because he is like totally blowing me off this week. Like totally. So
typical teenager.
Yeah, typical teenager. He's got an attitude towards me. So, Trent, fuck you, dude. But, I still love you. But fuck you, dude.
It's out of love, dude.
It's all out of love. All right, so we are on our 31 days of Halloween, but today we're going to go off of our normal schedule of 31 days because today they kicked off another live on the intranets, a live feed of the Conjuring house.
Sweet.
It's called the Séance Revisited.
Okay.
Because I believe it was 44 years ago on the 30th of October. That's when the Warrens went into the Conjuring house and had a seance done there where, shit just hit the fan there, tables being thrown, people being tossed, people getting possessed and shit. And 44 years to the day, tomorrow, they are going to redo the seance that the Warrens did live on the internet.
Cool. What time is that?
I believe it's at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So it'd be 5 hours. It's 5, 6, 7. So it will be a 3-hour time span. They're gonna run it for 3 hours, and they're gonna bring professionals in, along with Nick Groff from the old Ghost Adventures.
Cool.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. He's been promoting it all week, and I was disappointed a little bit because today was the first day that he wasn't even in it at all, from what I've seen. Nick Groff wasn't on it.
And you were expecting him to be a little maybe more involved or something?
Yeah, definitely. I thought he would have been more involved with it, but I have to say, I loved today because there was no pomp and circumstance. There was no, people coming in for, long, drawn-out conversations.
Yeah.
They went into this house starting this morning, and it was like, boom, we're investigating this. We're investigating this. All day long, it was nothing but investigations.
Cool. So no interviews like, they did last time where they had, a lot of interviews scheduled during the day, and then they did a lot of this stuff at night.
No, it was, they were, boom, no interviews. They did like a little Q&A session. Mm-hmm. Jennifer and her daughter came in and did a little Q&A session at one point. But yeah, there was no long drawn out interviews today. It was definitely like you were in a actual paranormal investigation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they walked you through a bunch of different things you can use, different spirit boxes and EVP recorders and stuff like that. So they did that all day long, which was awesome because, and they were very interactive with the chat.
Well, that's cool.
This is a different setup than what the Dark Zone had set up for the...
Yeah, I was going to say, I know it's not the same hosts that did it originally because they have something else going on, I believe.
No, but the only one downside that I seen of it today was that in the Dark Zone one, you could cycle through different cameras.
Right, yeah, I know there's a lot of different camera views.
This one here, you have all those cameras, but they control the cameras when you get to see the cameras is when they get to choose it.
So you can't go and check out, hey, I want to watch this room while they're in this room.
Nope. So if they're doing an investigation in one room, you have to watch the investigation. You can't go into a different room
Do
and
like
watch.
your own.
Yeah. So that's the only downside. But the upside is that there were no internet lags or disconnections. It wasn't like it was a shit show like it was for like those first like 3 or 4 days.
Trying to get it in order.
Yeah, when the Dark Zone had it. This was very smooth. There is a little chat box, like a little pop-up chat that you can go in and chat with people.
Okay.
I will say I did have a glitch in that this morning because when I went to go and log into the chat, it kept like kicking me out. And what was really cool is that I was like, I'm having issues because there was like a second chat just for like the web page itself.
Okay.
And Jennifer jumped on one of my questions, and she instant messaged me on Facebook and walked me through stuff.
How to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very nice.
So
That's awesome.
she's got this entire world watching her house, and she's taken the time out to help me get into the chat room.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I really want to appreciate say thank you to Jennifer for that. So taking your time out to help me get into that chat room this morning was really cool because I was like, fuck it. At one point I was like, fuck it. I won't go into the chat. I'll just watch whatever, and then we'll relay whatever we want to say here tonight.
Yeah.
But I was able to get in a chat, and I put in my zingers like I like to put my zingers in
It
the
makes
chat.
it, more fun because you're more involved and...
Yeah, definitely.
They knew that you were there, obviously.
Yep. Yeah, so, the Heinzens, they were... very gracious to us the other day and gave us a plug during the little Nick Groff session they were doing on Facebook. So yeah, they are cruising. Tonight is day one. They're only doing 3 days this time.
Now, does it stop at a certain time every evening, or does it go 24 hours? Is somebody doing something all night, or?
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
What I have seen what they've done during the downtimes is that they just cycle through the cameras.
Okay.
So it's not like you're on one steady, blank screen saying, stay tuned.
Well, right, yeah. You can check something out in a different room and watch.
Yeah. But like I said, you can't switch the rooms yourself. So if you're watching a room and all of a sudden it just fucking changes, then you're like, fuck. I was trying to see something, right? Go back. But they have chat moderators. They have somebody that's somewhere else cycling through these cameras and stuff. It's a well-oiled machine, I feel, more than the Dark Zone.
So are there a lot of trolls in the chat like there were the first time?
None.
That's good.
None.
Now, how much was this?
A whopping $5.
$5.
$5. And they are running neck and neck with the Dark Zone has a show going on as well right now.
They do, yes, that's correct.
They're at the Queen Mary, and they started up today as well.
Okay.
And that's $20 for 3 days.
But that's also involving like musical guests,
Yes.
which I don't understand
Musical
how that works.
guests, Silver Sun pickups.
I don't know how that works. Like, hey, we're investigating like a haunted ship, and here is
Metallica.
yeah, like Weezer,
Yeah,
whoever
Weezer.
the hell is playing. I don't know,
Exactly.
but
And I didn't pay the $20 to go on and watch that, but
Right.
they've been popping on because they must be struggling to get people to watch because they keep popping on like Facebook and Instagram
Okay.
with live video. And it's like, oh, we're a little behind the scenes of what's going on right now, and
Come check it out.
and it looks all very, very Hollywood. They have all these Hollywood lights and everything, and everything set up, and it's just like, yeah, this doesn't feel as raw as like the Conjuring house is right now.
Yeah.
Where I want to see ghosts and stuff.
right, yeah, I don't want to see bands playing because if I wanted to do that, I'd
Turn
go
on,
watch them.
Yeah,
I'd turn on YouTube or MTV.
Turn on MTV, right?
Well, MTV doesn't play
I was
music
just gonna
anymore,
say,
but
I don't think MTV has played music
No,
since like '95.
probably, yeah, like definitely the 90s.
Yeah, so don't go to MTV for music, but you can go to the Dark Zone for music. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But the Conjuring house, it is basically, felt like I was in a paranormal investigation all day.
Yeah.
And it was really weird because once they started up, and it was like I felt like there was no time between the first time we were in the Conjuring house to now. It was like, oh, I'm back with family again.
No, that's awesome.
And it's like you definitely get that feel where they are very welcoming to all these people around the world that come into their house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's nuts. But I'm gonna go in and talk about a little bit of stuff that happened today. But first, I want to plug our Etsy partner for the month of October. He's got a couple more days to get in here, and he is Mr. Hinkle Draws. That's right, Mr. Hinkle Draws has awesome Halloween themed stickers this year, and they are of some awesome, iconic horror movie figures. We got Reagan from The Exorcist. We have Freddy. We got Jason. We got Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Thriller Michael Jackson. We got Frankenstein's monster, Bride of Frankenstein, and many, many more. A set of 10. Go out there and get your not ghost frickin' talking. I don't know why I'm ghost frickin'. We were talking about ghost frickin' and talking before.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
were.
like stuck in my head now. But go to Etsy shop, Mr. Hinkle Draws, and order your Mr. Hinkle Draw stickers today. Check out this commercial.
I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
I want to play a game. So you are afraid of something after all, huh?
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
What's the problem? Come on, I'll take you home.
Get your limited edition Halloween sticker series at Etsy.com. Shop Mr. Hinkle Draws. 10 designs to choose from Jason, Freddy, Ghostface, Carrie, Thriller Michael Jackson, Frankenstein's Monster and the Bride of Frankenstein, Billy the Puppet, Pennywise the Clown, and Reagan from The Exorcist. Alright, so welcome back. Go and get your stickers at Etsy shop Mr. Hinkle Draws and tell them that Ghost Rick and Talkin' sent you.
And Ghost frickin' Talking loves you.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it. She listens to the podcast.
I do.
She knows what's up. But before I go into more about the Conjuring house today, I did pick up a new T-shirt today.
You did. A couple.
Check out this. This is a zombie dog. Look at that. That is Zombie Pepper. And everyone's like, who the fuck is Pepper? Pepper is the shop dog for Rockford Art Deli here in Rockford, Illinois. They are a T-shirt printing company.
Yeah.
And our good friend Slow Death, he's the guy that designed this awesome Ghost Freaking Talking logo. He designed this T-shirt of the zombie dog, and they do free prints like per holiday. But with COVID going on, you can't go, and because basically you would take anything you want. If you want a backpack printed, you would take it there and they would print it for free.
Oh, okay. Just certain days when they had this like special going on you're talking about.
Yeah, so people would line up around the blocks.
Oh,
with,
wow.
Like bags of shit to get printed.
Wow.
And we waited 3 hours in line one day for the Star Wars Christmas one last year.
Yeah.
And
because you love Star Wars.
It was Baby Yoda, and
3 hours for Baby Yoda.
My younger son wanted the
I
Baby
get
Yoda
it.
stuff. So
Baby Yoda's cute.
yeah, so
I get it.
Take a shot because there's the dog wanting out. Ladies and gentlemen, this dog waited. We took a break, and the dog left the door, came back now after our break, and wanted out. That fucking dog. So if you guys are doing the drinking game, get ready because she is bitching outside. So you probably hear her barking.
There's something out there.
But like I was saying with the Rockford Art Deli, this was their Halloween print. But since it was COVID season, you couldn't just bring your random shit in.
Yeah.
So it was $10 a T-shirt, and you would just they had like 3 different colors to choose from and a couple different designs.
Cool.
But I had to go and support our buddy Slow Death because
absolutely,
it's a really cool looking fucking design.
But yeah, the zombie dog eating a hand. An arm.
And it's right in our wheelhouse. So I had to pick up a couple. And so if you guys want some awesome creepy designs, and I also got a free poster too that he designed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw that. You posted it on Instagram, I believe, or Facebook, or both.
If you guys are watching YouTube, you guys can check this out. It's called Radland Poster, and it kind of reminds me. If you guys ever watched Goosebumps or read Goosebumps, there was a Terrorland book. It was like an amusement park.
Okay.
And it kind of
reminds you of it.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that vibe. So. It's
yeah,
really
it's pretty cool.
And Slow Death designed that as well. So
awesome.
So he's very talented. If you want some creepy done up for a logo or any kind of design you want, check out him. We tag him every time on Instagram, so you guys can follow him there. Or if you guys are listening to this on YouTube, there's a link to his Instagram as well on our YouTube page. All right, so that I just had to get that out of the way. Just because I like to plug local stuff and our friends. Sure. So going back to the Conjuring house today, like I said, they did different investigations all day long.
Okay.
Papa John is back. Papa John was doing a spirit box session.
Okay.
And while I was listening to it, the spirit box said Satan like 4 times.
Really?
I'm like, but he didn't like phase Papa John at all, because I don't think he could really understand on his end what it was saying.
Okay.
But I kept putting in a chat. I'm like, it says Satan. It says Satan. And the one person in the chat goes, "Shut your mouth."
I didn't like seeing that.
Yeah. The one person's like, if that's Satan, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But then it also said Jesus a couple of times as well. So I don't know if there's a conflict between the spirit there, or spirits. One's like Jesus, one, kind of like
yeah, you got one battling for each side.
One like the Billy Madison, where he's like, shampoo is better, no
conditioner is better. Stop looking at me, Swan.
Exactly. So it kind of had that going on with that spirit box session, and then they brought in this lady, and you guys know my stance on dowsing rods.
Yes.
That I think dowsing rods is full of shit.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of them.
Because there's so much human interference with it.
Yeah, they're very subjective.
And so they brought her down in the basement, and they were doing a dowsing rod thing. And, you know, of course, it's like, you know, she's, you know, no offense. And people were in the chat are like, she's not even moving. I'm like, yeah, she is.
Yeah, it's really hard to, I mean, without, I guess, doing it yourself, you know? I guess it's kind of hard to accept that works like that.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer. We were at Wolf Hollow that one night, and
we were,
and the one lady brought in dowsing rods.
Yes.
And even then, I was like,
yeah, you know, out of all of the, you know, tools that you guys can use, that's definitely, you know, on the bottom.
yeah, I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, they were awesome because they were taking questions out of the live chat, and they're relaying these questions to the lady to ask with the dowsing rods.
Okay, so did you get to ask a question?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah. And
Ladies
what
and
was your
gentlemen,
question?
I am a big believer in the dowsing rods now.
I was gonna say, yeah, now you believe him, right?
Because I asked the question in the chat. I'm like, Spirit. I'm like, do you like the awesome podcast called Ghost Frickin' Talking, right? And the dowsing rods spread apart and said yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But it was really funny because I think Jennifer was down there reading the questions, and she listens to the podcast, obviously, so she knows that we're Ghost Frickin' Talking.
Right.
When she read the question to the lady, she goes, Spirits, do you like that awesome podcast called Ghost Frickin' and Talkin' In? And the lady with the dowsing rods is like, what the fuck are you even talking about? She goes, I don't even understand what you just said, but it's saying yes.
That's funny.
So I'm like, God damn, there was a plug for the fucking podcast, and you guys are fucking it up.
But that's really funny though, because you've mentioned that, you know, people have said it's pronounced like that, and I had just told you today, I'm like, you know, I was looking at that and I don't see how they're getting it, you know, it's just the one end there.
Yeah.
Like, actually, let me tell you a story.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny. And another cool thing that they were doing today is that there's a well in their basement. Yeah, I didn't know there was a well.
Okay.
But they're pretty much doing a EVP session and shit around the well and inside the well. They were like, they put a EVP recorder in a Ziploc baggie, and they have like fishing line, and they were dropping it down into the well.
Wow. Creative.
Yeah. And
was there any results?
Yeah, there was a little girl's voice that came across and said, me. Because they're asking if there was anyone in the well. And there was a little girl's voice that came across and said, me. It was really creepy. It was really creepy because it was all guys down there.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a girl's voice that said me.
Wow.
And it was really funny because they came back down to the well later on because there's this paranormal investigator that's there with them all week. His name is Jay something.
Okay.
I feel bad that I'm not getting his name, but he is really cool with all of his equipment, right? Because there's water down inside this well.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, earlier they're like, well, it would be really cool if we had like a camera that we could send down there,
right?
You know, and
to check it
out, see if there's anything in the water or whatever. And this Jay guy's like, I got something. He's like, y'all, I got something. I got this camera here, that it's a submersible camera, and you know,
sweet.
So they put the camera down into the well, and while the camera was down in the well, they're like, what the fuck is that?
What was it?
At first I was like, dude, is there a fucking body or something down here as well? I'm like, I will fucking shit my pants if there is something in there. And I'm like, you know, I'm working, right? I'm working during this whole time.
Right.
And I'm kind of like, I'm like looking over. I'm like, there better be a dead body right there. There better be a dead body. And they're like, no, look at that. And like the water settled down, and there was a fucking voice recorder down there. Somebody must have been doing an investigation there sometime.
Yeah.
And they dropped their fucking recorder in the well.
Wow.
So they spent 45 minutes rigging up something.
Trying to pick it up?
Trying to fucking get this thing out of the well.
Were they successful?
Yeah, they got it out. But unfortunately, because...
Doesn't work.
Do you ever watch like on YouTube or something every once in a while, like on Facebook, there's a guy that goes around and he finds like GoPros in the water, and the memory card is still intact, and so he can bring it up and
okay, yeah, I could see that being a thing.
Yeah, and so they were like, well, if there's a memory card still in it, maybe we could still hear what was on the recorder.
Yeah,
but they brought it up, and a memory card wasn't in it.
No, pretty old. Probably older one.
It was one of those kinds that it records onto the recorder and not into a memory card.
Gotcha.
You could put a memory card in there to get more storage,
Yeah.
but there's just enough storage on the thing
For someone to
because
use
you
it,
pop it
yeah.
out. It's got a USB and you plug it in your computer. And none of them would plug the USB into their computer. They think that would fry their computer.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that.
But it would have been really cool if they would have pulled it up and they could have got heard
something.
And I'm like, knowing me, because I put it in the chat too. I'm like, the only thing you would hear on that recorder would be spirits. Can you hear? Ah,
exactly.
Because you hear them drop it out of their hand like, oh,
fuck.
Because it hits the water. So it was, like I said, and all day long it was like, things would just change. It wasn't like we had a set thing that they were doing all day. It was like, okay, well, we got this. Let's go down and fuck with this well some more.
Okay.
And see what's down there. So it was like just a spur of the moment. People going down the basement, doing EVPs. It felt like a real paranormal investigation, more than Hollywood than a show like The Dark Zone had made. Was it the Conjuring House was good. Yeah, they could have done away with a lot of the interviews the first time around. But when they went to the what was it? Fucking dog. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Take a shot. But when they went to the house, what was it? Her name? The butcher chick. I forgot what her name is. The hatchet lady. The ex murder lady. I fucking forget. Whatever.
I don't know her name. I'm not sure.
But when they went to that place and did the Dark Zone, it felt very Hollywood to a script, and it was very boring, and it made me not want to buy the Queen Mary ticket.
Gotcha.
So
I forget the name of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was fuck. I'm a horrible paranormal host because I can't fucking remember anything right now. But yeah, so there's 2 more days still to go with the Conjuring House.
Okay.
We'll probably not do a wrap up tomorrow night of it because we'll probably do something else with Halloween coming up. I have a couple more ideas to finish up the 31 days of Halloween. And then next week when we do up our actual weekly show, I'll wrap up more, unless something dramatically happens tomorrow night during that seance.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll cut into my plans tomorrow night and be like, guys, fucking
Check
won't believe
out.
it. People fucking died. Right?
No, we don't want that. No.
Shit was thrown.
But maybe like a chair, being thrown across the room would be cool. But
dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria happened at the Conjuring House. But yeah, so if you guys, I don't think it's too late to get a ticket. If you guys are listening to this, get at least a day or 2 into this Conjuring House.
Yeah.
They're good people. And I believe the money goes to them anyway. So
well, yeah, for $5, like, come on. It's not. I mean, $5. Come on.
Yeah, and today there was like 300 people in the chat when I was in it. So it was like, fuck. I'm like, you guys breaking.
Yeah.
But go ahead and sign up for the next couple of days. I do know that like Nick Groff will be there tomorrow night for the Séance with some other people that I've never heard of.
Okay.
So, but supposedly they're supposed to be pros at the Séance stuff. So,
All right. Well, we'll check it out.
go and check those out. All right, guys. So thank you to the Heinzen family for reaching out to our, giving us a plug again the other day and butchering her name today. It's all good.
Thank you guys. We do love you.
Yes, we do love you very much. And, like I said, it blew my mind the first time around when I heard our voices in the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, if you guys still have the house and we can get out there, and all this COVID stuff is done, if we can get out there and come visit the house, I think it would be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
to come out and meet you guys and do an investigation and do a podcast right from the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
Goals, bucket list items.
Yep.
All right, guys. So make sure, if you guys are listening to this podcast, make sure to leave a review wherever you're listening to this podcast. Also, make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
I love the TikTok.
Yep. I'm addicted, man. I'm addicted to the tick and the talking. So if you guys want to check us out, Ghost Frickin' Talking on TikTok. I think we got about a dozen videos out there now. So
yeah.
Go and check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if you guys are watching here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so when new videos come out, you'll be the first ones to know. All right. I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
And I am Newsroom Nessie.
And as always,
everybody has a story to tell.
Everybody does have a story to tell. And
stay spooky.
Stay spooky. Hey, guys.